My name's Nadira Illana. I am the director of Dream Cradle.
Wake up, sleepyhead. I was hiding behind this cherry tree.
Dream Cradle is a 10-minute short film about forgiveness, family, and redemption. Narrative experimental film that follows Jessel, Elaine, and Syria. And their stories are sort of like separated by time, life and death, and place. And you find out that they're actually a family that has been separated by a single tragedy. That one didn't have a lot of like sort of cinematic influences. More, I was sort of like drawing from real life. I saw a homeless man who had a toothache, and I was sort of like wondering how painful it must be to have to go through that alone and not be able to articulate that. I didn't have any clear cinematic influences for Dream Cradle. That one was something that very much came from a lot of real life experiences, from observing the world. And it was indirectly inspired by a friend of mine who was very young at the time, 2021, and he died in juvie because he got caught for possession. But he was a very, very kind person and a good person who didn't deserve to die the way that he did. So that really made me think a lot about how people who choose to live differently, even if it's wrong or right, or the way that we agree or not, everybody deserves to have the dignity of being treated as a person. Some of the things I know now that I didn't know then was storytelling. I was very strong on the visuals, but then I sort of overlooked telling the story because I thought, okay, you have to have a short film, then you have to have a twist at the end, or you have to surprise the audience, you don't want to spoon feed the audience. But by doing that and being very ambitious, I ended up not telling the story as clearly as I would have liked. But it's still a film that I'm very proud of. So Dream Cradle is really a short film about the underdogs in society. Usually we see them in films and then they're usually the bad guy. And rather than just like stigmatize people who are homeless or have mental problems or have drug-related issues, but I really wanted to show the human side of them, the family side of them, the compassionate side of them that exists in all of us. And that's why I wanted to look at Dream Cradle and see these people as just not the way that you would normally see people coming out of domestic abuse or any sort of drug-related, etc. problems like that.